taken me 32 minutes to get this live set up. We are here until 2 o'clock because after 2 o'clock, I have to go get my daughter. So I don't pick her up at 2, but to start the evening preparations. So we have about an hour and a half to read together. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so excited to be here and excited to spend a little time with you reading. So it's the last day of the month. It's the last day of the first quarter of reading. Let me know how you are doing with your reading goals. I have not looked back at my reading goals since the beginning of the year, so now is as good a time as any to think about and to assess how I've been doing with my goals and to see what we need to change going into quarter two to make sure that we are accomplishing the goals that we set for ourselves for the year. So one of my big accomplishments, one of my big achievements this quarter and this month specifically has been completing my challenge to read the BookTube Prize Octofinals round. So I signed up as a judge to judge a BookTube Prize. And if you are new to hearing about the BookTube Prize, then I'll give you a little bit of information. If you are not new, then forgive me for repeating what you already know. But it is the prize here on YouTube where creators, whether you're a BookTube creator or you create content about books other places, we get a chance to choose the book that we consider to be representative of the BookTube community, the book that we think was the best in fiction or nonfiction for the previous year. So there are 4 rounds, starting with the Octofinals round, and I signed up to be a judge. So I was assigned nonfiction in the Octofinals round, and I had 6 books to read, 6 huge nonfiction books to read, and 2 months to read them. And I read 3 in the first month. 2.5. I wasn't completely finished with the third book, and so we started in February, and in March I finished 3 huge books, 3 big books. I'm gonna show you the 3 big books that I read in entirety in March. For the BookTube Prize. Look at this. This was 300 and something pages. No, more than 400 pages. But the notes started on 330 something. So 332 pages of text in this one, 400 plus pages of text in this one, 420 thereabouts, and another almost 400, a little over 400 pages. So just these 3 books were 1,100 pages. That's just part of my reading for the month. So felt very accomplished when I finished reading those, is what I'm saying. But it also means that because of the length of that assignment, I didn't meet all of the goals that I had set for myself for March. So looking back at my March TBR, so this is my little reading journal, and I still have a few books that I want to read, and want to complete before the end of the month. So, before I completely move on from the BookTube Prize topic, so the round has wrapped up. We've submitted our ballots. So I think I could talk about my reading. I think I could talk about them now, but the host for the prize requests that we not talk about the books, or at least our rankings, until after the official announcement. So tomorrow, April 1st at midday, there will be a post from the BookTube Prize official account, and we will know what books are moving on to the next round. And right after that post is completed, I will be scheduling my video where I talk about the books. I have a lot of footage. I'm not finished editing the video, but hopefully I will finish it tonight so that I can schedule it to go live tomorrow after the official BookTube Prize announcement. And I'm really looking forward to talking about those books because I have a lot of thoughts. So, These are all the other books that I wanted to read in March. I still haven't finished. So I started this and I started reading it. Was I doing a live? I was doing a little impromptu live. I started reading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And I was planning to finish it. Oh, this was when I was doing the 24-hour reading challenge. And I haven't come back to it yet because I've been reading other things. I started reading James by Percival Everett. I will not finish this tonight. I don't think so. Because I'm buddy reading this and I don't want to go too far ahead of my buddies. So I just did a check-in. We're up to chapter 20. And I think I could probably read maybe the next 5 or so chapters. But I think I will carry this into April, at least for the first couple of days in April. So I'm holding it up, but I'm not going to be reading it in the next hour and a half in this little segment. I also have this, which I started some weeks ago, and I was hoping to finish it this month, but I don't want to read this at the same time that I'm reading this. And not because they are the same story, not because of that, but I want to read them at different times because I want to read them at different times. So I have those there because they are on my TBR list, but I'm not reading those today. So I think I'm going to stick with this one during the next, at least for the first reading sprint that we host, which is going to be in a couple of minutes. And I think while you're reading, I'm going to go look for another book. I may just read something on my phone. If you see me on my phone, I may be a little distracted, but it's okay. So I think we're going to schedule our first reading sprint. We're going to read for 20 minutes. So I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes. That starts now. So 20 minutes on the timer. We're going to come back at 1 o'clock and talk about what we've been reading, hopefully. So let me know if you have your lunchtime snack or meal queued up. And if you're ready to do a little reading with me, we start now. 20 minutes. And I'm starting my book again because once I put a book down for a few days, I need to come back to it. And I didn't get very far into this first couple of chapters. So I'll just start again. 20 minutes starting now.